All right. With that being said, let's actually talk about the driver that you shouldn't do what this driver did.
This was the headline for the segment. Don't ever do what this driver did. This driver, well, the one on the left, let's not look at that yet. Okay? This driver made it to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Woo!
With pride, live, he talked about his dilemma or his situation, which was during the pandemic. We can go to the next slide because that's where the numbers are at. And then we'll come back to this first slide to read what I just got in the email. It was like timing was perfect. While as many as 1 in 10 American workers rely on gig economy for their primary income, these jobs aren't always sustainable. In fact, one young man is learning the hard way that the upfront investment he made was not worth the money he earns. Recently, 29-year-old Joseph from California called Dave Ramsey Show. You know, that's the guy that hates debt. I'm completely against that. I like debt, but manageable debt. We can talk about that in a minute. Show to ask host Dave Ramsey and Jade Warshaw if he should surrender one of the 2 cars he financed to drive for Uber and Lyft. Are you all sitting down now? You should be. Here it comes. Joseph explained that he first financed a Honda CRV for $60,000. What the F? Was the fucking rims gold plated or what is happening? A Honda CRV for 60K, thinking that he could pay it off with his earnings. However, while he was initially making about $2,700 per week, this is during the pandemic, folks, per week, his earnings decreased sharply after Uber changed this eco-friendly program for hybrid vehicles. He made things worse. I listened to this live, by the way. He then bought an Acura MDX to qualify for the Uber XL program. Chris, I'm pulling my fucking hair out and I don't have any hair. Putting down $30K and taking a loan of $54,000, Chris.
Why?
What
Wait.
the F?
Where the hell is this Honda CRV even $60,000 to begin with?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, is this like top of the line, like black on black or something?
There is no Honda CRV for 60K. So he did that. So he bought the MDX. So let's go to the next one.
Man.
What a fool, bro. And I'm going to tie this up with financial literacy. Let's go to the next one. And Joseph explained that Uber seemed like a more lucrative job compared to the minimum wage work he had been doing. However, his hasty decisions have led him to a bad place financially. No shit. Ramsey told him to get rid of the second car he bought, but explained that if Joseph allows one or both of the cars he has financed to be repossessed, voluntary repossession, by the way, he may find himself filing for bankruptcy. If you just turn these cars in, they're going to sell them for 50% of what you think they're going to sell them for, and you're still going to owe them the money. You're going to find out that your Uber career bankrupted you, along with some really stupid decisions. And then ultimately he said, you've been working for free for Uber. Dave Ramsey said that to this guy. I agree with only with that one, Dave Ramsey. Now he's given up driving and working another job, making $22 an hour, but he's behind on his car payments, which are $2,800 a month. And his credit score is shit. And I'm going like, yeah. Okay, so that's why the title was this. This is exactly what not to do. So let's go back to the first slide, Chris.
Hold on. Just to put this in perspective, I am on Honda's website right now, looking at a 26 CRV all-wheel drive sport touring hybrid, which is their top of the line, and the MSRP is $46,497.
This was during the pandemic. He bought it. He got F.
Oh, that's yeah.
He got F. He got F'd. Yeah,
that's that.
He's buried. He's fucking buried live. So now let's go to the first slide, Chris. Literally, when this news broke, I got this email from a driver.
Smart driver. This is a smart driver.
Serendipity. This is how you do it. This is how to do it right here. So how to do Uber Lyft profitably. I sold my 2014 CRV with 277,000 miles on it for $2,500. My previous Uber vehicle. Bought a 2015 Mazda 3 with 111,000 miles on it for $4,500. So for 2,000, I've subtracted 165,000 miles. I Ubered today in it, and in 6.5 hours made gross $205 driving only 122 miles. So I paid for over 10% of the car for it today already. These are the only types of transactions that make any sense to me. This car has a total cost of probably less than 25 cents a mile. $1.68 a mile made today, at least $1.40 a mile is profit. This is how you do it. Not this schmuck Joseph who was going to go bankrupt with 2 car loans. And, I listened to it live, and we actually, Johan did a video on this. He was like talking. He said to Dave Ramsey's mouth was like on the floor after the CRV 60K deal. And then when he said, I put in $30,000 and $54,000 loan on the MDX, Dave Ramsey said, who told you to do that? He goes, other Uber drivers told me. He goes, oh, you're taking financial advice from other Uber drivers? He goes, yeah, I shouldn't have done that, I guess, right? So,
Oh my
folks,
God.
this goes to show.
Where's he located? Did it say?
California. This goes to show financial literacy in this country is shit. It's in the toilet. Obviously, if this guy watched us at all, which he didn't, he wouldn't have done this. Or if he had any sense in numbers, financial literacy, again, he wouldn't have done this. So, quick plug, please go sign up to my newsletter, www.sergioavedian.com. Free newsletter. You'll get it every Monday, 12 Pacific. Amazing article came out today about fractional shares, how you don't need all the big bank to buy shares in companies. You have to start investing, number one. Number two, financial literacy in gig worker community is absolutely garbage, with the exception of few people I
I'm
know.
not going to limit it just to the gig community. I think it's beyond.
No, everyone.
Everybody.
No, the website is not for just gig workers, but
Half the semester at high school doesn't count.
and everybody from elementary school all the way to college. So, for sure, yeah. And especially now that the college kids are figuring out they can fucking get a job with a 4-year degree, and there's unemployment rate is 28%. They're going to live in their mother's basement forever.
Please tell me the demand for a gender studies degree.
That doesn't pay.
Where there's demand for that.
Doesn't pay. Does not pay.
No, you know what you need to do? You
like,
need to
or anthropology or archaeology, none of that shit pays.
School.
But there's going to be massive student loan reform in this country shortly coming up, hopefully. But the point is not that. The point is, please do not do what this dumb fuck did. And I have no hesitancy calling him a dumb fuck. Because if he had $2 worth of brains and $3 worth of financial literacy, he wouldn't have done that. But he did, and now he's going to go bankrupt. So, folks, don't do it. Do what the other guy did. Sell your junk car for a couple thousand, put another 4,000 or 5,000. Don't have a car loan note on your car. Buy something that you can use on the platform for a couple, 3 years minimum, so you can.
Let me tell you something.
Take that all money out.
I have a 22 Honda Pilot, and I bought it. I bought it more for the family.
Yeah,
but it's black leather. It's beautiful, and you know what? It's half the price of an Acura MDX, and it's the same fucking car. One thing I always say is work smarter, not harder. If you aren't using the Solo app, then you may be working harder. So let's change that. Download the app, link your accounts where you can manage your income, track your expenses, and project your taxes. Not only that, but you can plan by optimizing your time, make more, and even guarantee your daily pay with guaranteed earnings. Download Solo and begin to work smarter, not harder today. Link is in the description. All right, let's get back to it.
No, I am telling you folks, financial literacy, Chris. I talk to a lot of drivers and stuff, and they send me emails, and I'm going like, "Are you like putting me on, or like, is this for real?" Or like, I wouldn't. But then I go, "Wait a minute." Not knowing. Look, not knowing is not a fault, okay? Because nobody tells you that shit. Not knowing is not a fault. Not learning is a huge problem. and not listening to decent, and it's not even financial advice, bro. It's just common sense. Some of the shit is so simple. It's common sense, folks. I mean, I don't know. I know common sense left the building a long time ago. However, if you are an Uber driver and you go buy a new car, please unsubscribe from this channel, because obviously you did not listen to a goddamn word we said. Do not ever get into a big commitment for Uber and Lyft, because your car may not even be available on their platform when they make a platform change. Uber and Lyft at the moment, the way they pay, deserves exactly what the other guy did. 2015 Mazda 3 with 110,000 miles on it, and that's about it.
Well,
And
don't
he's going
worry.
to drive the shit out of that. He's going to make 10x the money that he paid for that car.
You know what?
And
You know
then
what
he's
I
going to
heard,
junk
Joe?
it and buy another one.
This is what I heard that driver did. He decided
Committed
to
suicide.
refinance. He refinanced his loan to a 120-month loan.
I know you're kidding, but then I'm telling you, it wouldn't be surprising, because you know what? 10 years ago, Chris, the longest, maybe 12 years ago, longest car loan you could take out was 3 years, 36 months.
Oh, you could
And
get 4.
then
You could get 4 for
it
a
got
while.
stretched to 72 months, not 80 months. You know, it was like, it keeps getting stretched because the car prices are going up. The payments have to stay the same, because when a dumb shit walks into a dealership, what's the salesperson ask them? First question: how much can you afford to pay? 400. Oh, sure, we can make a deal for 400, but then now your loan is going to be 72 months. Please, folks, please, for God's sakes, if you're a rideshare driver and you're in the market for a vehicle, do not buy anything newer than 5 years old. Nothing. It doesn't deserve it. This business doesn't pay enough for you to get your money out. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't buy something with 5, 6, 7 years old, with 100,000 miles on it, with decent, service records, and then drive the fuck out of it, because you're already depreciated that thing to pretty much nothing, and make the money, junk it, do the same thing again. Don't ever buy a new car for rideshare, ever.
And then instead of getting a new car, if your engine blows up, replace the damn engine. It's a lot cheaper.
Yeah. And this dumb shit, it wasn't bad enough. He paid $60K for a CRV. He put down $30K. He must have had the money. If this dumb shit,
Well,
Chris,
probably
put that
it could have been
$30K in an
trading value.
index fund in 2020, that $30K would be like 200 grand by now. That
No,
dumb shit went and put it in the fucking car, Chris, a depreciating asset. What a dumb shit, Joseph. Fuck. Anyway,
yeah. So don't do that.
don't. It irritated the fuck out of me. Unless you do black, no, I wouldn't do that either. I would do like a 4-year car, 5-year-old car. I don't know what the threshold is for that. Black is not what people make it out to be, Antonio. It's not what people make it out to be. So
Not anymore.
it ain't. You'll be sitting a lot on your ass. You're on call for 24 hours, and yes, you will make a little bit more than an ex-driver for sure. But I know ex-drivers who grind and make 3K a week. So to me, it's like, listen, whatever fits your bill, but don't spend this kind of money for Uber and Lyft, because there are no rules. They can change the rules anytime they want. So don't do it.
Yeah. I mean, how many times have we seen cars that were on the platform at a specific tier, and then they're like, oh, we're getting rid of that tier.
Yep.
Or this particular car doesn't qualify for that tier anymore.
Well, just like the 50-year mortgage, now they're talking about 120-month auto loans. What?
Yeah,
No. Let's not do it. Let's just not do any of that stuff.
Well, come on, let's kick the can down the road. We got to make more interest somehow.
No, man, I'm so tired of kicking the can down the road. Don't get me started on any of that shit, please. Don't.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club, with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.